The truth is, even though we feel like we have so many options and choices, we really don't. And the more companies acquire each other, bigger companies acquire each other, the less options we'll have. And in a video about the illusion of choice, former Trade Commission Chair Lena Khan says something that I think is relevant here. How free we feel is often tied to how we experience the economy. How free do you feel? Hi, I'm Shar, and I like to think and talk about the relationship between tech and society out loud. Today, my case study is Netflix and Paramount trying to buy Warner Brothers. By now, the news of Netflix trying to acquire Warner Brothers and then Paramount entering the chat to try to outbid Netflix is everywhere. And once I heard the news, I was like, oh, they're just trying to buy out their competition. And as a consumer, it's evident that the less competition there is, the less choices we have. And that's concerning. A few years ago, I took a course called Social Medicine in the US, and we're just talking about how conditions of illness and health are socially constructed and just kind of examining it in the US. And one of the concepts we learned was constrained agency, which is this idea that people have limited options, and so that constrains their ability to make good choices. And one of the quotes that really stuck with me since then is people don't make bad choices, people have bad choices. Monopolies are constraining our ability to make different choices in terms of what we can buy and what we can get. In a video discussing why the increase of monopolies is problematic, former Federal Trade Commission Chair Lena Khan says that the lack of competition allows bigger companies to bully independent and smaller businesses, but also it allows them to overcharge because nobody else is offering what they're offering. Barry Lynn, who authored a book called Cornered, The New Monopoly Capitalism, talks about how what we're seeing is basically many heads with one body, which impacts the quality of what we're getting and also the price of what we can get. Barry also makes a very interesting argument about how Americans are being treated as consumers and not citizens, which impacts the laws that are being made to protect them from corporations and monopolies. I'll end with this quote from the book Platform Capitalism by Nick S. The quote says, "Will competition survive in the digital era, or are we headed for a new monopoly capitalism?" Are we? I don't know.